Do you hear that? The stars tell stories. Bitter tales, sweet love songs, epics and fables. More stories than you can count. More stories than you can catch. But if you listen, you can hear some. Ain't that enough? Do you hear that? Another train coming down the tracks. Let's climb on board. Where's it gonna take us? Well, welcome to Whistlestop. Whistlestop is a Spare the Crying miniseries edited by May, voice of Kian and Zenith, with transcriptions by Beak. Thank you all so much for joining us. This tale takes place in the world of Spare the Crying, but you do not need to have listened to the main campaign to listen to Whistlestop. Go ahead and join our Discord if you want to see behind-the-scenes updates and art about the miniseries, and to discuss with other listeners and TTRPG fans. And a special additional announcement, Spare the Crying has been nominated for the Best Legacy Podcast in this year's Crit Awards. We are a very small production, and every little bit helps to support the show, so please go vote for us at the link in the description or at critawards.org, that's critawards.org. And thank you all so much for submitting us to be nominated. It is such an honor to be up there with so many amazing creators, and we are excited to bring this new tale to you. Now I think it's about time to introduce you to the cast. Howdy y'all, I'm so excited to get into this campaign. My name is Moon, I use they them pronouns. I will be playing pretty much every NPC and the narration as the DM for this campaign. I once had a dream that Hosier took me on a romantic date to Italy and haven't stopped thinking about that since. And you can find me online at pretty much any social media site at Spare the Crying Podcast.
Hi, my name is Corey. I use they them pronouns, and I'll be playing Teo, who uses he they pronouns. Fun fact about me is I'm a huge fan of birds, just love what they've got going on, and I can't wait to see where crows go in their ongoing Stone Age. I'll definitely be around when they get to bronze, I think. Let's play some D&D!
Hi, my name is May, and I use they them pronouns, and I'm playing Zenith, who uses she they pronouns. As a child, I always used to leave out bowls of milk and snacks for the fairies, and I would like to think that Zenith is the type of character who does that as a part of their daily routine. You can find me on socials at maybeso, MAEBE.SEW. I'm very excited to share this story with y'all.
Hi, my name is Michelle, or Mush, as my friends like to call me. I will be playing Saint. My pronouns are she, her, and I'm really excited to get this campaign started. This is my second D&D podcast, so I'm so excited to get back into it, and I hope you all enjoy.
Hail and well met, my name is Chris, I use they them pronouns, and the character that I will be playing is Prince Nerio, who uses he they pronouns. And a fun fact about me is that I know the entire ride script from the Spider-Man ride at Universal Studios Islands of Adventure by heart. And you can find me on socials at Arcane Gold, pretty much everywhere. I'm ready to play D&D, let's go!
And with that, sit back, look up, and listen. The night is clear. The stars are bright. True darkness is a mighty equalizer. Rich or poor, strong or weak, blessed or cursed, when you open your eyes to the weight of it, you got nothing to save you. You wake, and it is dark. You hear a sound, both mechanical and natural at once, a gnashing and a crunching of teeth. And there's nothing more natural than consumption, but this isn't bone, it's metal, tearing and screeching against other metal, and wood, and the train whistles far away. Are you alright? The voice comes to you as familiar in a moment or two. Morgan LaRue, the elegant man with the long beaded fringe, the stranger who sat across from you in your little compartment in companionable silence. That's right, you were on the train. You are on the train. It was a long journey, and you fell asleep. And the rock of it was peaceful, and your sleep was dreamless, until now when you wake to darkness. Miss Saint? Saint! You feel someone shaking your shoulder. And the train is shaking as well. And it's a horrific feeling. It's not the steady forward motion, but a rhythmic crashing, rocking to and fro, Forward, stop, forward, stop, forward. Hello, are you alright? Saint?
Oh, gosh. Oh, what is going on?
I don't know. The train just crashed. Can you see anything?
I'm so sorry. What in the world? Is there a window I could look out?
It is dark. I mean, it is, like, just black when you open
Awesome.
your eyes.
Sick. Okay. Is everyone alright? Is anyone hurt?
I don't know. I can't see anything.
Wait, who is this person? What do they look like again?
I mean, right now, nothing.
Okay.
So this is the person who sat across from you in this compartment when you got on the train, just heading to a new island. I mean, I don't want to tell you how you like to do your small talk, but he was pretty, like, friendly but subdued. You know, you could tell he didn't want to be talking for hours and hours. But yeah, you just know it's another, like, well-to-do traveler on the train.
Oh, I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna... Is it like one of those trains, like, am I in like a cabin or am I just like, is it like open and we're just like in the aisle?
You are in a compartment, so it's not quite a cabin, but you know, you have comfortable cushioned chairs and you had a large window to look out of when there was a view to see.
Okay, well let's go. Let's see if there's anybody hurt or anything, and I'll go and try to find other people.
The hand tightens around your shoulder as you try to leave. You can't see anything. What are you planning to do?
I'm so...
Hold on.
What? Are you alright?
What do you mean, am I alright? Are you alright? Just stay here. And the hand does not leave your shoulder, but you hear him move a bit. Nerio, you are also woken by this clattering, the shaking, the train crash, the darkness, and you are witness to all of this, at least by sound, as your companion, Saint, is woken up. Another hand lands on your shoulder. Nerio, is that you?
What? Yes, it's me. What's going on? I can't see anything.
Just sit tight. I know. Just one moment. And both of you feel the weight of the hand vanish from your shoulders. And you hear, your compartment door opening with a creak and closing. And all of this time still, the train is moving in that, like, unsteady back and forth, creaking, crashing motion. It's possible to stand, but it's not easy to keep your balance.
I will blindly reach in the darkness and try to grab hold of my friend. Miss Saint, are you all right? Are you hurt? Is anything going on?
I'm all right. I just woke up and there was a hand and it wouldn't get off, and now
take my hand off.
No, oh my god! Oh my god!
I apologize.
Wait, no, that wasn't your hand. Oh my god,
No, the first
your
one
hand
wasn't
at all.
me. The second one was me. Just now,
Second one
me.
was you.
Yes.
Okay, first one, the really creepy one, wasn't you.
Oh, creepy. I didn't know
It was
that
very
a hand touch could
secure.
feel differently.
I was like, try to go, and then he was just like, no, and so I don't know. Oh, okay, well, I don't know what's going on, though. We should the train is, like, currently moving very weirdly, and I've never been on a train before, but I feel like it doesn't do this, you know?
Yeah, I would agree. Can you see, or is it just me? Am I just suddenly blind? Is there something wrong with my vision that I need to maybe...
Wait, can I see? No.
Okay, so it's not just a me thing. That's good. Because I was worried. I mean, I would have adjusted, but
That is strange. That is strange, yeah. Can I feel around for, like, a door or something?
Yes, you turn supposedly away from Nerio to feel around for the door, and as you do so, you hear the creak of it sliding open, and feel that hand kind of reach for yours, land on your forearm. Sorry, let's get out of here, right? It holds you a little bit more tightly. Mia is going to help you as well. Come with me, eh? And you feel this person, like, directing you towards... I think you would have your bearings enough to know that the window is on the opposite side of the door. So dragging you towards the window.
Okay, alright. Nerio, where are you? Where's your hand?
Oh, right here. Right. Oh, not quite.
Okay,
Oh,
okay.
there. Okay, there you go.
There we go. Okay,
I see.
okay. Let's get the heck out of here.
You hear a crashing of glass as Mr. LaRue breaks the window with something. And I am going to have you make dexterity checks if you are trying to leap your way out of this
Oh shit. Immediately.
Well, I guess
oddly
so.
moving train. First roll of the campaign.
Do a flip.
My die.
Ooh.
I got a 2.
I got a 19.
Oh, you know.
Our pretty prince.
Yeah. Mr. LaRue heads out first, and you can feel, his hand sort of offered to yours, Saint, as he tries to help you out a little bit. But you're pretty able to leap out over what you can tell is broken glass in this window frame. Nerio, just as you are preparing to jump out, you feel someone else's hand brush against your back. Sorry. And it sort of pushes you in a way you didn't expect.
Oh.
And I'm going to have you roll... What level are you guys? Level 3?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You rolled a 2, huh?
Mm-hmm. It wasn't a 1.
It wasn't a 1.
Could have been worse.
I'll have you do 1d8.
That's the only thing it has going for it,
roll
is that
1d8.
it's not a 1.
Okay. D8, you said. A 6.
6?
Yeah.
I'm going to have you take 6 points of piercing damage as you essentially slide over the glass to reach the ground. You feel it tear at the back of your shirt. High off of the ground, you still manage to land safely, but you can feel the warmth of blood rising in the wounds on your back. And next to you...
He's like, oh.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, God.
We'll take care of that in a moment. Let's get going. You hear the sound of someone landing next to you, take you by the arm, and both of you with your new companions guiding you, if you are willing to follow, start to walk, or run, I should say, beside the train. Do you guys allow them to direct you?
Yeah.
Yes.
Outside of this train, as you run along it, you can still hear this strange, gnashing, tearing sound. You can hear the sound of the wheels squeaking as they move forward and backwards. And you can hear other passengers like you yelling, calling for help, calling for each other. You can hear some more shattering of glass as other people follow suit with the same strategy that you all have utilized. But still you can't see anything. It is a true darkness that I think, well actually, Saint, do you normally have dark vision?
I think I have dark vision. Let me see.
You an elf?
I am.
You would. You got them.
You are an elf.
Them
Yeah.
there bad
Then this is an unfamiliar feeling to you.
Oh, so I really can't see.
You really can't see. Yeah, it is
Wow.
just blackness.
That's why she was so confused. She was like, wait, no, I can't. Wait,
Yeah.
wait, I can't see at all. What is going
Where's my
on?
elf privilege?
Yeah, it's like being asleep.
I do think that Nerio would try to light something. Or maybe prestidigitation, a small light. If he would try.
Roll a constitution check.
Okay. 11.
And what are you trying to do exactly?
I'm gonna try to use prestidigitation to put a little flame in my hand. If that works.
You go through your typical motions as best you can while running clumsily over the forested earth. And there's just a split second where the light flares, and then it vanishes. And it kind of looks to you like a mouth has closed over your hand and put the flame out. Though you don't feel any pain. You don't take any damage or anything like that. The person who is leading you, I think you could catch a very quick glimpse of just the one who's leading you along. I think you're still too cast in darkness to see Saint and Mr. LaRue, but you see a very, very prettily dressed person. It looks like a human, maybe long flowing hair that now you understand what it is that's kind of hitting you in the face as you run, and a floral patterned fabric. Those are the glimpses you catch in this half second of light. They run with a determination that doesn't allow for much conversation, and again, if you allow them to lead you.
Yes.
Within a couple minutes, you start to see again. It happens slowly at first, like night becoming dawn, becoming day. And after maybe 5 minutes of this awkward stumbling run, you make it back out into the light and find yourself beside the rail lines, quiet, in the middle of the oceans. And your two companions slow down and each take a breath and glance back the way you came. If you follow their gaze, it looks like the oceans, it looks like the forest. You see the rail line stretching onwards. You don't see any sign of this darkness that you just raced out of. And they look back to the two of you. All right, Mr. LaRue speaks. Are you both okay? Do you need you? And he points to you, Nerio. Did I hear some sort of ow when you fell from the train?
Oh no, I'm fine. He's like got his like hands on his hips and he's standing proudly and he's bleeding out of his back.
The human woman who you now see is this like, you know, long like golden blonde hair, richly dressed, like noblewoman type, kind of tilts her head and glances to see behind you and then looks over at Mr. LaRue and shakes her head.
Oh God. Oh, I feel like you need a little help there, bud.
Oh, I've had worse. It's fine.
Are you
It's okay. No, really, it's fine. I'm more concerned about what just happened.
Yeah. Also, I'm so sorry. I did not mean to call you guys creepy, by the way. I just genuinely, I really just couldn't see. But do y'all know what is going on at all?
They look at each other and back in the direction you came. Again, now looks just like normal woods. Back to you all. Yeah, I don't think we can help you there. Are you from this island up ahead? Do you experience this sort of thing often?
Not at all.
No, I've never even been off the island of where I was from. I was just literally traveling for the first time. So, I don't know if this is like a thing. If this is just normal. Are we supposed to like walk now?
I would feel guilty leaving behind people who were potentially
There's got to be other people, right?
Sorry for your shit luck, because this is not normally something that happens on the trains. How about...
Can I do an insight check on these guys?
Yeah, go ahead.
They are leading you astray.
Like, what is... That is a 21.
It's 21, What are you insight checking exactly?
Like, are they lying to me? Like, do they actually know what's going on and they're just saying that? Or are they genuinely like, I don't know?
There is definitely an air of concern between these two. With a 21, it doesn't seem like they're lying necessarily. Like, there is a worried curiosity there for sure, not a confident look exchanged between them. But they don't seem surprised by what's going on.
Interesting. Okay.
Here, Mr. LaRue turns to this woman. This is Amia LaRue. She will help you get to the island from here. I'm going to head back and see if there is anyone else who needs help. Okay? And he gives you a little salute and
if you need my
starts to run
assistance.
back. What?
If you need my assistance, I'd be happy to... Oh, they're gone. Okay. Shall I go?
No, he stops. He stops and looks back to you and he smiles. I think maybe best to keep it stealthy, just one person, just in case. Offer to help is appreciated. Maybe get to the island and clean yourself up a bit before you come back out.
If you're certain, Okay.
I'm just referring to the bleeding gashes on his back.
The blood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some healing might be helpful for that. Before you go racing back into danger,
Yeah, I guess that's not completely, wrong. Maybe we should go get you cleaned up, I guess, if you got it all handled. Mr. What was your name?
LaRue.
Okay, lovely to meet ya. Well, I guess we'll just we'll go. Good luck. This feels wrong. I feel like we should go. Should we not?
I feel like we should go. I don't...
He does. I think he does. He does race off during this conversation.
Oh God. Okay. Well, all right. I guess Miss. What was it? Mia? Is that your name?
Yes, Mia LaRue.
Mia. Lovely to meet ya. Yeah. I guess we can head on back. Do you know the way?
Yes, I know the way. We're going to follow the train tracks.
Oh, that's a good idea.
That makes the most sense.
Are you sure you don't want? Let me just. What is your name? And she gestures to you, Nerio.
Oh, Prince Nerio of the Kingdom of Yalos. Nice to meet you. Lovely.
She holds out a hand.
He puts out his... Yeah, he shakes the hand.
Prince. What an honor. Would you like a bit of healing? Maybe just a spot?
Well, it really
Just
is
say
fine.
yes. Just do it.
Okay. Yes, that would be lovely. I don't mean to seem ungrateful. It's very nice of you to offer. I just, it's not the worst I've ever experienced. So.
It can't hurt to get a little healing.
But what if those people in the
Accept
train?
the help.
What if other people need it more than me? It's.
You are also people on the train, so you deserve it just as much as the rest of them do. You take 8 points.
Put it that way.
8 points of healing. Alright, come with me. And she starts to lead you down the tracks.
Well, okay.
Unless you guys converse with her, which you can feel free to. She's pretty quiet as she quickly makes her way down the tracks. She seems to be very focused on the path ahead and the world around. Her gaze darting side to side. You are in the oceans, you are in dangerous lands, and she seems, for a wealthy, noble woman, she seems surprisingly capable of traveling through this sort of place. It is maybe about 20 minutes of this tense race towards the island when you, ahead of you on the tracks, see the shape of two figures walking in the same direction you are, but in a much more relaxed fashion than perhaps you would expect from someone out in the oceans. And Mia LaRue stops and holds out a hand to motion for you to stop as well.
Is everything all right?
Well, there are people ahead. If that is what they are.
Oh, maybe they're from the train too.
Maybe they can help. Hello!
Hi there!
Shut up, please.
No, shut up. How do you know they're not
Oh my god,
friendly?
Alright. And she straightens up and also waves a hand toward these figures.
Should we hide?
No, I think it's fine.
It's a bit late for that, I think.
Oh.
I mean, we've seen you. You said hello.
Yes, we have. Hello.
Yeah, yes we did. Hello.
You are friends, correct? Not trying to harm us, correct? Yes?
We are friendly.
Can the two of you please describe the figures that they see ahead of them?
Sure. You see a furbolg with muted grey fur, sort of peppered with white and black, and below the hem of their dark skirts are graceful deer-like hooves and the end of a furred tail, perhaps indicating some tiefling ancestry. His face is angular, hair swept back over his head, fluffed out almost like a cropped mane, with tufts of fur trailing down the crest of their spine. He stands with an easy smile, gold eyes gleaming, a match to the shape of a gold moon emblazoned just below their collarbones, peeking through a window in their clothing. And as his smile widens, you see his sharp teeth are gold as well. His right arm glints in the light as he sort of raises it in a half-wave, sort of jaunty-like. It's a gilded black and gold prosthetic, surprisingly intricate, crafted to appear like a mix of metal and bone. His left wrist is adorned with a device almost like a wristwatch, but its face is out of a small sundial, though it casts no shadow. Their clothing is fine, dark fabrics and shining pieces of gold armor at their hips and shoulders, seemingly more for show than for function, and upon his forehead he bears a brand shaped like a compass rose.
The other figure is a tiefling with dark brown hair, curly and unkempt past their shoulders, with matching scruff and a long goatee. Her skin is a dull copper that just barely catches the light, marred by teal-blue patches that seem to be slowly taking over. There's a singular horn growing from the center of her forehead, and just below it the telltale brand of a lay-seeker. It's hard to tell at first what she's wearing. Swaths of fabric in dark browns, blacks, and jewel tones, but as she pulls back her cloak and folds it into her leather pack, you get a better glimpse of what's underneath. The tunic she wears has billowing sleeves tucked into a long black skirt. You can tell it used to be nice, but is thinning in parts and patched in others. Their vest seems to be made out of an old tapestry. Tassels line the edge, though some are tucked under the myriad of woven belts and trinkets hanging from their waist. Their hands are covered in black gloves, and hooves peek out under the edge of the skirt. Everything looks as though it's been worn for many years and mended many a time. And then of course there's bits of armor, copper bracers and pauldrons, her sword at her side, and a collection of masks hang. She looks to you both, narrows their eyes, and there's something a bit unsettling about their presence. You can't quite place it. What are y'all doing out here?
We were just on the train, and then I think it crashed or something, and then now we were just walking. I don't know what was going on. Were you on the train as well? Are y'all just walking?
They just shake their head. What does Saint look like?
Thank you so much for asking. You see an elven young woman. She's about 5'3", long red wavy hair kind of tied up in a ponytail, with, bits of curls kind of peeking around her face, like dusted with the freckles. She has these big golden eyes, and she's quite slender, and she's wearing a kind of corset that has like short sleeves, and then it kind of goes into like a pair of just regular old brown pants, brown boots. She has kind of a hunter green like overskirt on top for flavor, and she has a kind of adorned like a silver chained sun and moon belt. And then she's wearing like a choker. She has like a little silver pendant with like a emerald on it. She seems kind of like, a little shocked, a little like she's out of her normal vibe, her normal place. But she seems pretty confident in her stance.
And then what about Saint's friend? Who did they see standing beside her?
They see Prince Nerio. He is a pretty tall figure. He's about 6'3", but he is not intimidating. He is quite friendly looking, but he is very regal. He is some sort of genasi. You can't really tell exactly, but it's definitely aquatic. He has pink skin, a light baby pink, with some moles every so often peppered across his face. He has these almost sea glass eyes that are a turquoise blue that are one color all the way across, so you can't really tell where he's looking other than context clues with the rest of his face. He's wearing these teal and blue iridescent robes that sort of shift in the light, and they flow like water, and he's definitely standing out against the backdrop here a little bit. One of the most notable features about him is that he has some interesting hair. It's all white, but it's almost translucent in the way that it looks like the way a betta fish's tail looks. It's the texture of like fish tail almost, if you can imagine that.
I'm imagining.
I've played Breath of the Wild. I can imagine weird fish heads.
And he has a crown atop his forehead. It's simple but elegant. He's a handsome humanoid genasi, and he is wearing far too nice clothes in this predicament.
So sorry, did you say you were on the train?
Yeah, we were on that train back there. Might have crashed.
Oh.
I'm not really sure, though. I really couldn't see anything.
No, yeah, that would...
There was some sort of magical darkness.
Yes, all of that sounds like it makes sense on account of, well, there was a section of track that got a little bit eaten. But the darkness is still there, you said?
I'm so sorry. What would you mean? What do you mean by eaten?
Oh, there was this big beastie thing, you see, made of shadow and sort of like the little bits of railway that it was eating. Metal and wood and all that.
There's a beast that eats
There
track.
was a beast, yes.
Was?
Well, not
Oh.
anymore. It's good and dead. You're welcome.
Oh,
But are you the only three?
that was one...
Well, there was a.
LaRue?
I'm so sorry. You killed the beast?
Oh, yes.
That's quite impressive.
Flatterer.
Okay. Well, thank you so
Will
much.
Saint and Nerea, will you both roll history checks?
I'm rolling too good right now, and I fear that it's gonna hurt me.
Yeah.
No,
Dangerous.
it would never. The dice would never do that to you.
Natural 20. Plus 3. 23.
And what did Saint get?
Ooh, I got a 19.
Then I think you would both recognize the symbol on the foreheads of each of these new friends of yours. New acquaintances, I guess I should say. I don't want you to get too forward too fast.
We could be friends.
It's like a small, circled, pretty simple compass rose design that you both would know is a brand of a lay seeker, like an official lay seeker. Of course, anyone who wants to can go out and seek ley lines, but this means that they are part of the slowly growing, slowly spreading official order of ley seekers. And if anyone is going to be out in the oceans fighting beasts, it makes some sense that it would be someone like this. However, you guys rolled really well. So, well, actually, I think you got your natural 20. I'll give this to you. Something that feels off to you about this is that normally people who associate with this official order are attempting to improve the reputation of lay seekers, lift it from this, muddy name of like mercenaries and criminals, etc. But these two both look a bit, what's a nice way to put it? Unique. They look a bit humble, perhaps.
So humble.
Humble in origin, not necessarily humble in personality, in a way that you don't usually associate with these official symbols.
Interesting. I turn to Miss LaRue and I say, see, they were friendly the whole time. This was their job. They're not going to hurt us. They're doing their part to protect us. See, it all worked out. It's fine.
You are... She reaches over and gives you a little pat on the shoulder. You're a very trusting person. The two of you are lay seekers, yes, I'm guessing, from this situation here.
I guess I never said their name, but Zenith kind of narrows her eyes, nods. How do we know that you're just passengers?
You don't, but I need to get back and help my friend. If you could just take care of these two for me. And she pushes both of you forward, Saint and Nerio. I need to get back.
What
Can you get them into the island?
That shouldn't be an issue. Are you sure you're going to be all right?
I mean, no. But that is how it goes.
It is indeed. Oh, sure, we can take these two into town. Shouldn't be a problem. And I mean, come on, see, they don't look like they mean much harm. Look at them.
Nerio's smiling like a big doofus. Completely harmless.
See?
No teeth, no claws.
No teeth.
Not like that. I meant like... Could you imagine? It's just gums. No, just kidding. Get the image out of your head of him with just no teeth.
Yeah, it's gone. I've erased it. Actually, if you don't mind, I have a certain spell that one may call Zone of Truth. You may have heard of it. Would you mind if I utilized it right now to make sure that you are lay seekers heading to the island and not, I don't know, monsters or something along those lines?
I would like that. But, up to you all.
I don't have a problem with that.
As long as it's on all of us.
Yeah, we don't know. You're not a man-eater.
That is true.
And exactly, that's true. You don't know. I'm not, though. Not that I am, but...
Oh, I wouldn't, I don't think you are, but maybe just to assuage my partner here. Assuage? Is it assuage? Assuage? Assuage?
Assuage, I think.
I don't know. You can say what you want to know what you mean. So...
You're a delight.
Oh, merci. Okay. So are you all just allowing it? The zone of truth?
Sure. Yeah.
Hit me.
Okay. Yeah, she just folds her hand in front of her and mutters something to herself, and there's a faint, like bluish lavender glow that spreads across all of you, and the aura takes over each one of you, including her. And she opens her eyes, and they have this same like lavender glow. All right. So the two of you, do you promise that you're going to do the best you can to safely bring both of these two alive and well to the island ahead and get them inside the borders?
Yes. You have my word.
We can do that.
And the two of you, do you promise that you are just people who want to train and you are not man-eaters or whatever it is? I don't know, monsters, etc.?
Absolutely. Absolutely not. Not that. Normal. Not bad.
I think I'm a good person.
I'll take it.
I don't want to hurt anyone. Is that enough?
I think so.
Okay, perfect.
Oh, you're so cute.
Miss LaRue, are you gonna be okay? Are you sure you're all gonna be alright?
Again, no, but that is fine. I have faced worse things before than darkness, train eater, whatever. I should go.
Okay, well, good luck and be safe.
And she turns around. She turns around to run back. As she does so, I think all of you see, but you don't hear, as she takes one of Saint's hands, and she murmurs to you, Saint, "Are you heading up north?"
Yeah. Yeah, that's the goal. I'm just heading up north.
You feel her slip something into your hand, and then she runs off.
I'm gonna open it.
It's a little piece of paper, and it says, "We want to help you. Meet us to the east of the bridge, sunset tomorrow."
Just gonna pocket that.
Well, anyhow, we should get on our way.
Yeah, let's go.
So sorry about your train.
Yeah, the train. So what was it? It was being eaten? So why were we in the darkness? Was that because of the monster?
I don't know about the darkness, but hopefully it'll fade now that it's gone.
Did you see the people who needed... I definitely heard screams of people who needed help, and I didn't know if you took care of that situation or if there was any casualties.
I think that was all happening pretty far away from what we were doing.
Oh.
Yeah, we didn't see a train itself. So sorry about that. I would have hoped they'd have sent ahead to delay any arrivals, but I guess you were missed.
That's odd.
Zenith pulls a whistle from her belt, and a big 7 feet tall black boar comes racing through the woods, maybe accompanied by what color of...
I think I'm gonna go with black with a light cream nose and socks, maybe.
Donkey or mule? Accompanied by a riding mule as well.
Those aren't the beasts, right?
Oh, no, there are beasts.
Oh, okay, friendly. Good. They're cute. Hello.
Not quite big enough to share, but we don't want to have to walk the whole way, do we?
How far is it? Are we quite a ways away? I mean, I can walk a little bit,
Is it about a 2-day?
I believe it's about a day out.
Okay.
But you have been walking for about half a day.
I think it would work if you shared. And Z and I, we can take... Is it alright if we take Freya?
That'll be fine.
Yeah, and you two can take Beaumont.
Sure. That's
Lovely.
Very kind of you.
Thank you so much.
They will lead their mule over by the reins to you two. And I'm so sorry, how rude of me. I never introduced myself. I'm Teodaya. My friends call me Teo though, so feel free.
I'm Zenith.
And this is Beau. She's very friendly. Probably won't kick you off or anything.
I believe you.
This'll be easy. Alright.
It's lovely to meet you both as well. My name is Prince Nerio of the Kingdom of Yalos. So, lovely to meet your acquaintance. And I hold out my hand for a shake, because that's what everybody's been doing so far to me, so I will shake other people's hand.
You will shake it?
Beautiful.
A prince?
Yes!
You don't see many of those wandering around the oceans.
Ah, yes.
No, not at all.
Can I insight check?
Yeah, me?
Yeah.
Yeah!
Yeah, have we heard of this place before? What should we do? Insight or history?
Wait, a couple things. One, Prince Nerio, what is your passive perception?
11.
11? Okay, and then what were you guys saying?
We were like, this is a fucking prince.
I would say history.
Okay. 8.
Ooh.
8?
10.
10?
Alright.
A completely strange name, completely strange place. You don't know if this is a real place. You don't know if this is a real prince.
Huh.
Strange lands.
Teehee.
Interesting. And, you are?
Hello, I'm Saint. It's lovely to meet you.
And, you're not, like, a duchess or a princess or anything? Just the one noble?
No, I'm just, I'm just a girl.
Don't sell yourself short.
You know,
She really lives up to her
just
name.
a girl, and I mean, I'm
lives up to her name.
a rogue. That's about the most interesting thing about me. So, yeah. So y'all wanna go? Shall we start our journey to civilization, maybe?
You guys hop on the mule, the shared mule.
Yeah.
It's not it's not particularly comfortable. You've got to squish onto this mule.
I'm sorry, I don't want to put my hands all over you.
I do not care. Do whatever you need to do.
I'll allow it.
Whatever you need to do.
And with your lay seekers leading the way, head back towards the island up ahead of you. So you have half a day's journey back to what you two would call your home island of Loomis. You can see the island before you really get anywhere near it. Those of you who have not been here before, I guess I'll ask you two, Saint and Nerio. Did you look into the island that you were traveling towards, or did you just kind of get the first train ticket that you could and hop aboard?
I don't think this is Nerio's first stop. I think that he has traveled a bit, not a lot, just a little bit, to the point where, like, he would have stopped and asked around for, like, information, because he wants to know about where he's going next. But I think that his knowledge of wherever he's going is extremely limited. So I think he's heard of it, but is also like, meh. We'll get there when we get there.
I think that Saint she reads a lot, so I could imagine she would probably know, like, whatever would be written down in, like, books about this city. Whatever that may be in, like, local library kind of book type stuff. That would be knowledge.
I think the two of you would know one of the most recognizable traits of this island, which would be the capital city that is mostly covered by a translucent sort of half arcane, half material built dome that at some times of the year, depending on how rich with light that year is, will be glowing from afar as you approach. And this year it does give off a faint glow that you can catch before you reach sight of the bridge that crosses the moat that leads to the wall that leads to the island. Night is quickly and heavily falling as you all approach the bridge. And the two lay seekers here, you have a bit of a choice to make. I think you would both be aware that security entering this island is a little bit more intense as of late, thanks to some newcomers who have rushed in the past year, destroyed part of your wall, and generally built a bad reputation for themselves. If you're curious about these individuals and would like to be able to spend some time with them, there are other ways to bring them in that you two would know. If you want to be cautious, if you want to make sure that there are no pieces of oceans clinging to them, if you want to make sure that they are safely watched over their first few days in the island, you may want to bring them in the more official way. and let security look them over before you find them again.
Were y'all hoping to go to the city? Or the capital, at least?
Well, I think that would be a good idea, you know. That's where the most people are, and get to talk around and get to know people and learn the culture.
Why are you coming here?
For me to explore. Well, not a lot of people have heard of my kingdom before, and from the look on your faces when I introduced myself, I'm assuming you hadn't either. I would like to meet more people and see the world and learn about different cultures and areas and, you know.
So this is a sort of diplomatic exchange?
Yes, exactly. Yes, exactly, precisely.
And being a prince, of course, probably not one to sneak in sort of against the rules? Is that not your vibe?
No, I don't. Well, could I?
You
If
do
I
have paperwork, right?
tried. Yeah, of course. Yes. Well, see, the brief moments I've had in travel have sort of gone two ways. Either people believe me or they don't, and when they
that
don't,
is how it goes.
when they don't believe me, it's sort of a problem, and I wasn't prepared for that because I just kind of expect. I don't know. Stealth. I have learned I'm not particularly good at, but I can try. Certainly. I usually like to go the more direct approach, so that is my preferred.
Can you give us a moment?
We'll step over there. Come here.
Miria looks very concerned.
Lovely.
He's confused.
So he's definitely not a prince, right? I mean,
Zenith looks over, kind of nods.
he's dressed like one though. Looked like real satin.
I think it might be better if we just take them.
Through a side door sort of situation.
Yeah, we need to check in, don't we?
I think so, yes. And you have a spoon that needs to be completed, so best hurry. We think these documents have to be forged. This guy's not a prince.
Yeah,
no.
Yeah.
They're gonna like catch him at customs and be like, get the fuck out!
No.
And then you would be going off of the track to find your other way in that you often use. It is not official. You would be entering using the broken patch of wall that the newcomers, as they are referred to, created. But you have used it before. You do know how to get there. It's not far off of the track, but it requires some oceans traversing to get to.
And do we know how heavily it's guarded, if at all?
It's not super heavily guarded. I mean, the two of you are able to get in and out easily because of your status, your brand as lay seekers.
Our brand.
Yeah. You can be sure that they would not just let these strangers in simply because they're with you.
Okay, well, the other one said she was a rogue. I believe that, at least. Looks at least light on her feet. And I mean, if Mr. Prince isn't really great at sneaking, I can get him through the wall.
Yeah, they're not gonna let him in.
No, I don't think so. Alright, you two, let's actually go around our secret way. Just sort of show you more of the island, I think. And, to be quicker.
That sounds perfect for me. If there's anything I'm good at, it is sneaking around.
I love to hear that. Alright, perfect.
Nerio sort of deflates. He's like, they never believe me. I am a prince.
Yep, we will lead them around.
Yeah, I'll just follow.
Off the official trail.
He's like, whatever you think is best.
Oh. It's any consolation, you look like a prince.
I'm imagining Nerio just kind of slumped over sadly on, Beaumont?
Yeah.
On Beaumont the mule, as you...
I imagine his hair has Ghibli physics, so it's kind of flat.
Oh.
Yeah. Is Beaumont a large mule?
No, I don't think so.
She's doing great.
Oh.
She's so strong.
Mule.
She's so strong and beautiful.
You make your way to the right and onto a trail, if you can really call it that. It is a generous word for it. But you are able to wind through the trees with familiarity thanks to the guidance of your two animals here who seem to know the way decently well, as if they're following a scent. And soon enough, with night still not quite fallen, but still falling, you reach the area of the moat that has a couple planks stretched across it. Not quite a bridge, but if you're nimble enough, it will do. And at the opposite side, you all see a simple but well-built stone wall, dark gray, that blends in with the horizon above. In the center, like, it just crumbles. It almost looks like something has dug into it. You know, the stones are not removed piece by piece. They are cleft in twain in a in a messy sort of way. And there is a guard station behind, facing outwards, with a large sword at their side, wearing a simple uniform, dark red cloak and helmet, just like staring out towards the woods. And when they see Freya the boar at the edge of the woods, they wave in a way that implies comfort or familiarity. Like,
I'm just looking if I have spells that
I can get one in.
you can get one in.
I can get one in.
So are you planning to have the rogue go in on our own and then we...
I think so. Saint, do you think you'd be able to sneak past the guard while we're saying hellos and all?
Oh, absolutely.
Wonderful. And, was it Nerio?
Yes.
Your Highness?
Oh, please.
How about-
Nerio is fine.
Alright, I need you to hide somewhere where I can see you, from the other side of the wall. So just, maybe... Is there, like, a tree or something?
yes, you are in a heavily forested area, so there are plenty of trees for you to choose from.
Wonderful. Are you a good climber?
Well...
I just need you above the wall.
I could... Sure. Yes.
I could give you a boost if you need.
Yes. Absolutely.
Alright. Okay, I will hop off from behind Zenith and beckon Neria over to a rather tall tree, preferably one that has a lot of branches, good for gripping and climbing. Okay, here you go, just get on up so I can see you from the other side, and I will crouch to give you a little boost up.
Hoist me up. Careful, don't hurt yourself. I'm quite heavy.
Oh, don't worry about me, dear.
Can I have you roll a acrobatics check, please?
Good.
Sir Prince.
Is my assistance doing anything?
Yeah, I'll raise the opposite that. I'll lower the DC.
I'm actually harming. I'm not helping at all.
I rolled a 17.
Ooh.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to find a decent tree to climb, and scrumble your way up there without too many snapping twigs.
Okay, and once we're on the other side, you're gonna feel a bit of magic. Don't worry, just go with it. It's me, okay?
All right, I trust you.
Wonderful. Okay, I will go back and take Beaumont's reins. And, Saint, darling, if you want to sort of split off at this point.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
wise.
I will go sneak away.
Good luck.
Thanks. And I will go and I will... Whenever we're ready, I'll be ready.
Zenith kind of pulls back on the reins and just wait for Teo to pull Beaumont forward.
Yeah, they'll take the lead.
You cross the bridge. It is definitely a one boar at a time kind of bridge, or one mule at a time kind of bridge. The guard is still, standing at attention. She's like straight backed, full alert, but once she catches sight of you and you can see her relax slightly. You recognize her. She's a newly appointed but very talented guard who came to the capital from one of the beach towns. Has that weathered strength to her, and I think you both know her well enough to know that you hope that this sneaking goes well, to put it simply.
It'll be fine.
She gives you both a nod as you approach, looks you over in a friendly sort of concerned way. You all right out there? You found anything interesting? New ley lines?
Well, we were following the existing one. You heard about the break in it, yeah?
I heard something was happening, but they don't usually give us all the details.
Well, allow me. It seems like there was something sort of eating the tracks themselves. Sort of caused a derailing of a train, it seems, slipped through without notice.
Her friendly kind of open concern turns turns deeper, more worried as you talk.
Oh, no need to fear. I think the situation's all under control. We found the beastie, slayed it, you know, the whole deal.
Well, a train was derailed to death. Are there any survivors?
Oh yes, it seemed all right. We had a chance to talk with one of the passengers. She was going back to make sure everything's all in hand, and we thought we'd hurry back and see if we could find some folks to help.
Should we be sending people out now? I can gather up some of the other guards, see if we can send out a party.
I think that would be much appreciated, yes.
Zenith pulls a map leather out of her bag, and she kind of points at the drawn markings of the ley lines and the like smudge of charcoal that marked where they were scouting before. Somewhere around here. You could take the map if you want.
Thank you. She takes it. Is this an emergency? I mean, is it worth lighting the signal fires, or should I save the light?
Would we know the types of emergencies that would warrant lighting the signal fire?
You know, it's not... There aren't any hard and set rules about when it's worth using up light and when it's not.
Mm-hmm.
So it is trusted that the person stationed here will be able to use their best judgment and decide if it is an emergency worth, using up a lot of the allotment of light.
I think that the situation's somewhat under control, but we need to get those people out of there.
Yeah, I think at this point all we need is more hands on deck.
Alright. She glances back over her shoulder.
Do you want us to just watch the door for you until you can send a replacement?
I feel like it should be harder, but honestly, I don't know why that wouldn't work. Yeah, roll persuade.
Me? You won't fucking believe this.
Is it a natty 1?
It is.
Nice.
Are you kidding me?
It looks like she's about to accept, and then she shakes her head. No, I mean, you understand, I'm not supposed to just leave my post for anyone. Although I'm sure you do a fine job of it.
She thinks I do a fine job.
Why don't the two of you head to the guardhouse, let them know what's happening.
Alright, that works for me. How tall is the wall?
15 feet.
Listen, I can get both of you in. I'll just use a second spell slot, it's no big deal. Do I know where Saint is hiding off to the side? Did I see where you went?
Okay, so I probably would have clung onto the back of the boar, and then when I could tell when the lady turns or the person when they turned around to look at their partner, I feel like that's when I would have jumped off, gone behind a tree.
I will have you do a stealth check for that.
That's fine. That's totally fine.
Good luck.
Stop. Why didn't you tell me good luck? Maybe that's the problem.
I don't know if it's actually good luck for me to say good luck.
God damn it.
What'd you get?
It's a 9.
No.
It's a 9. Yeah. And you know what? My stealth is +4. So,
Well, let me roll. Oh, sweetie. Zenith and Teo, as you are politely, helpfully agreeing to provide aid to this guard, you notice her gaze quite suddenly snap to the side, and she holds that hand and places it on your shoulder, Teo, and sort of leans past you. Hold on. And she steps over the broken wall and places that hand now at the hilt of her sword. Sort of stalks towards the trees. They aren't dense here as they are across the moat. And it appears like she is heading straight towards the one that Saint has hidden behind.
can I try to quickly climb up the tree?
Sure.
God.
It's gonna be hard to not be seen while you do so, but you can definitely try if you want.
a silent climb.
Yeah.
Well, while the guard's attention is on this tree and she's not looking at me, I'm just gonna glance up at the one that Nerio is in and reach out and cast a spell. And you, Nerio, will feel the shadows start to cling and coalesce onto you. Do you allow it?
Yeah.
You feel a sensation of falling, and you will reappear on the other side of the wall, tucked behind it.
And you don't know where.
This is Vortex Warp.
Nice.
Ooh.
In the meantime, I guess to stealthily climb a tree, it would be both acrobatics and stealth. One is to get up there, one is to do it stealthily.
So, do you want me to just 2 different rolls?
Yeah.
Do you have any illusion spells, my love?
No.
Oh, good.
What is it? Did you roll a natty 1?
Yeah.
No!
Okay.
Oh my god.
I will still have you roll a stealth check. I'm gonna have you roll it with
that's
disadvantage.
I'm sorry, I fucked this up for all of us.
You guys. I told
Did you roll another one?
No, but I
Are you
told you
serious?
that I was getting my good rolls out at the beginning. Hold on, I have to roll again. It can't be worse, right?
Oh no. Don't say that.
Oh no. What did you get? Hey, buddy.
I got a natural 1.
Okay.
Okay.
This is fine, right?
So I think I
okay,
failed in every
so-
aspect.
So, Saint,
Yeah.
you hear the guard approaching. I mean, I assume you're hiding well enough that you don't see the guard approaching. But you heard them suddenly quiet and, gently shush Teo, and you heard the sounds of their footsteps as, she started to approach you. And you, thinking fast, reached up to grab a branch of this tree. And you, at first, managed to swing yourself up there, and you were feeling confident in your abilities until you kicked a foot forward, and it just kicked a branch off instead of landing on it. And that branch splintered and fell and took you with it.
Hang on, I'm looking up a spell.
And you land prone at the feet of a tall and clearly very strong guard with her sword already drawn. And she swings towards you. And I'm gonna just give her this first attack.
Hang on,
And
oh my god. Wait.
You'll never guess what she got.
A nat 20?
A 20? Is
A nat
is
20.
it her? Oh my god.
Kills me.
Wait. What do we do?
You take 9 points of slashing damage as this gleaming longsword slashes across your chest and shoulder. And she glances back just for a second at the two of you and motions you to run into the city before turning back to her enemy here. And if you were all going to attack, then go ahead and roll initiative.
Are you for real? How many natural ones does that make?
Oh god.
I'm not even... It can roll other things than a 1.
What in the world?
I got an 18.
18.
3.
What did you get, Saint?
An 8.
And then, Nerea, you don't have to, actually fight. You don't have to engage. We'll have you roll in case you want to take a turn in combat.
I got a 2.
Okay. I mean, if you're gonna roll a bad roll, initiative is the place to do it.
Yeah. Yeah, not when you're trying to climb a tree.
Okay, Zenith is up first.
Zenith steps over the wall and kind of peers over. Hey, wait, did you follow us from the train? I think we can all calm down here.
Is that your turn?
She's also going to draw her sword and maybe hold an attack, just in case, but yeah, that's her turn.
Do you want to roll persuasion?
Yeah.
You're gonna do great at that.
Actually, I'm not bad at charisma.
Well, I thought that too. And then we saw how that went.
11.
We're just not meant to play charisma builds.
Okay, I bet that doesn't hit you. Yeah, I'm gonna assume an 8 doesn't hit you, Saint.
No, it doesn't hit me, thank God.
Wait, does she have advantage if you're prone?
Yeah.
One moment. Does an 18 hit you?
Does an 18 hit me? Let me think about that one. Yeah, I think so. yeah, unfortunately, yeah.
There is a half second of hesitation as Zenith speaks, and she prepares to attack again. But I think, Saint, you can catch before the sword swings down again a very clear glint of fear in her eyes as she goes for you again. This is 3 points of slashing damage. I think you can tell there's hesitance there, but her aim is true and her strength is behind each blow. And Saint, it is your turn.
As this is happening, I'm gonna be God, I'm looking pretty bad, and she's gonna be like, I swear, I mean no harm, please. And I'm gonna try and get up, and just literally put my hands up and be step and try to step back and just be like I am not trying to hurt you. I swear I'm not. I came from the train, and I just was looking for help, and I saw light this way, and I just thought that I could come this way. I'm sorry. That's gonna be my turn.
Dave, it's your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna do what I should have fucking done from the start, and I'm gonna twin a vortex warp. And you're both just getting sent behind the wall. Both of you. I will say though, as the shadows reach for you, Saint, what do you do? Are you cool with that?
Yeah.
Okay, I will take hold of Saint, and I will take hold of Mirio, and I will just throw them
As far
behind the wall as I can. That will be like 90 feet. And they will just gasp as the shadows just cloak around Saint and she vanishes. Oh my god, were we followed the whole time?
Zenith, it's your turn.
Yeah.
Where did it go?
Zenith kind of just looks in actual shock for a second, blinks a couple of times. I think we're okay.
What the hell is going on? She turns around to face you, Teo.
Well, we fought a shadowy creature along the railway lines. Maybe there was a second, smaller one?
Let me look for a second.
Do you sense anything, Z?
She sticks their sword into the dirt in front of them, and then maybe this guard would know, but is searching for, like, celestials, fiends, undead. Just gonna do a divine sense with a bit of theatrics.
And you know what I'm gonna ask for.
Yeah, performance check.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'll have you roll with advantage. I think this was pretty confusing.
Okay. 22.
Okay. She watches with still that same lingering fear in her eyes as you cast your spell. Anything?
There might have been something, but it's not there anymore.
Alright. She sheathes the sword. You both get inside. I should probably light the signal fires.
Yes, I think so. Okay, come on, Bo.
We'll go get the rest of the guards.
I'd appreciate it. And she follows you both back over, but she's moving with determined purpose. Ends up ahead of you as she clambers up the wall. There are, rungs every 5 feet or so in it. And, within a few moments reaches the top, and there's a bright flare of flame as she lights one of the signal fires.
It's fine. Yeah, I will take my mule by the reins and clamber through the hole in the wall and just make our way towards the guardhouse and keep up appearances. We will scurry our way towards where I dropped these two, which is 90 feet from the wall.
Yeah, from the two of you, you were outside the wall facing the blade of the sword, and then shadows ate you up and spat you back out in what looks like back out in the woods again. But then you see this flare of bright light as a fire is lit at the top of the wall. And then not long afterwards, Teo appears.
Looking slightly harried. Okay, that could have gone better. Oh, do you need healing?
I'm like on the ground. I'm still like bleeding out. Yeah, that would be really great if you have anything. Just hurts a little bit.
Yes, I can see that. I'm so sorry about that.
No, I'm sorry. I fell, so that one's on me.
Look, everyone has those days.
Everybody makes mistakes.
Yeah. Here. And he will reach down to lay a hand over the wound in your chest, and I will cast Cure Wounds, and a sort of like thread of shadow will just like stitch it back up. Ooh, full. Okay, so you get 12 points of healing.
Wow. And I'm better than ever.
Okay. Well, the bad news is she got to look at you.
Yeah.
So let's should one of us maybe let the other guards know about the train wreck? I just don't think the Saint should be seen walking around.
I was just gonna say that I have a little a satchel, and so I'll just put this on for now too. And it's like just a cloak, just a brown cloak, and I'll just put it on for now, so that I'm at least obscured.
I think that's for the best.
I'll meet you back at the cabin.
Okay, you take care of them. All right.
While Zenith is, talking to the guards, I assume you're gonna tell them honestly besides St. Nereo stuff? Okay.
Yeah.
The two of you, where are you going? Or the three of you, sorry.
I'm leading them back to our cabin.
Would you like to describe the pathway to your cabin?
Sure. Feel free to chime in if I'm missing anything. But it is definitely off the beaten path. It's close, but not too close, I would say, to where the rest of the living abodes would be, on the outskirts of the border. The cabin itself stands in a clearing in the woods. It's not anything too fancy. I think it's probably not run down per se, but maybe neglected a little bit in between our lay-seeking voyages. They will lead you around various rock towers in the front yard, you would say, and up to the door of the cabin. Get Beaumont stationed safely in the stables off to the sides. Make sure that she has some feed for the night. Okay. Come on in. And inside it's a bit more homey.
I imagine it is very simple,
okay.
but like it's been lived in for a bit.
It's not exactly sparse. It looks lived in. Maybe a little bit utilitarian, but there are definitely baubles and trinkets and like moments of a more refined taste poking out here and there. Like there's a nice velvet cushion on like a rustic looking sofa in the common space. One really nice set of curtains and the rest of the windows are just bare. There are some I'll say creative pieces of like found art made mostly of sticks. Some of them carved, some of them raw and natural, left to the state in which they were found. There are a number of what looks like homemade carved spoons, just laying about, some in various stages of completion. And Teo will welcome you into this space, shut the door behind you, sort of heave a sigh. Okay, Z should probably be back in just a little while. Can I offer you something to drink? Food? They will put a kettle on. Enough for 4 once Zenith gets back.
And Zenith doesn't take too much longer, I would say. The guards ask you some basic questions, but don't keep you long before they all head out as well. So it's maybe like 5 or 10 minutes after you arrive that Zenith arrives as well.
I think everybody's heading out, so we're good now.
Yes.
I'm so sorry, everyone. I didn't, mean to mess up the plans like that. But I promise, in the future, I'll get a lot better at it. I'm still, getting used to being out in the world. So.
I think maybe it was just a bit of an off night.
Yeah, after the whole train thing and the darkness and then the lady, and now we're here, and then the boar, and then there's just a lot going on today. I think maybe after some tea and some rest, I'll probably feel better again.
I think so.
But your home is lovely, so I really appreciate you letting us in. I don't want to be a bother, so I'll just you let me know if you want me to sit on the couch or the floor. Totally fine. Thank you for your hospitality.
She looks at the lack of floor space. It's quite a small cabin. Yeah, we'll maybe move some furniture out.
We can make it work. At least for the night. Now I know that you dear, you said you were here to make friends and shake hands and all that. Saint dear, are you just along for the ride?
Oh, I'm actually just heading up north. I'm just looking for a friend, actually. I've never really been out of my city, so I was like, well, this is a good excuse. I'm just exploring.
When you say north, what do you mean? There's a lot of places.
Well, that's the kind of the problem. That's kind of like the only direction I was given, actually. So,
Oh, that's not much of a lead.
Yeah, actually, I did. Don't mind sharing. I received a little note, and I think it might be from them. So it basically just told me to meet by the bridge to the east at sunset tomorrow. So I'll just maybe that's what I'm looking for. But other than that, I'm just just kind of exploring and meet a friend. It's kind of a long story. I never met him before.
Oh, then how are you friends?
Well,
It's a bit complicated.
Okay, long story short, it's a bit I don't actually know. This is gonna sound kind of stupid, and I know it's gonna sound stupid. Just hear me out. So it's kind of like I don't know anything about this person actually at all, except for the fact that when I was younger, they kind of helped my town out. I grew up in an orphanage, getting my business out there, but grew up in an orphanage. So when I would go out and I would explore in the town, I started noticing this cloaked figure, and then I realized that he was actually donating a lot of the things that he was taking from people that were not so great, and he was giving them to the town, and specifically my orphanage. Actually, it kind of made me want to do that, and so I was just so inspired, and I just wanted to be able to do that for people. And then the figure disappeared, and I never ever saw it again. But I can never forget the goodness that they did for our town, So, and I did receive a note, and that is where the directions came from. So I received a note, and it basically said, "See me up north." This is a long story, sorry. They had like a little rose they would leave every time they would leave the gifts at the doorstep of the orphanage. So there was a note on my doorstep, and there was a rose with it. And that was like years later, and I just didn't expect it, and I just knew I had to go find them. So that's what I'm looking for. I just gotta know who they are.
You do know, a friend usually kind of goes both ways. If you've never actually met them, how do you know they actually have your best interest at heart?
Well, I don't. That's a good point. I was just kind of hoping for the best. I just kind of figured that it would be okay. But, I can handle myself. And, no matter what, I just really want to know who they are. Because if they were doing such good, they helped out my entire orphanage. And it was just, I just can't imagine that they are a bad person, So as long as I can at least meet with them, that's all I want, and I'll try not to set my hopes up too high.
And you got that from those folks you met on the train?
Yeah, I did.
It's interesting.
Very peculiar, and I don't really know where these notes are coming from, but
Did you talk to these folks on the train very much?
I didn't talk to them that much. Nothing suspicious from what I saw. I mean, they just look kind of like they got money or something.
Don't we have to check in somewhere?
Yes, we have to go and check in with your dear friend Compass.
That's not...
Am I, wanted or something?
Oh, maybe you were seen just a little bit by a guard at the wall, so...
Yeah.
Maybe... Do you have any sort of, way of hiding your face, magic, or a cloak?
Yeah, I'll put on, I can wear... I have, a cloak I can wear, and maybe, I can just wear a scarf over my...
It was all pretty fast, too. I don't think we should be too worried about that. Hopefully not.
Yeah, not as long as, you're not caught. No reason to be worried unless we're caught.
Yeah. And it'll be fine. It's fine, right?
Certainly. But if you wish, we could have a pit stop by your bridge after we check in with Zena's friend.
That would be lovely.
Who's the friend again?
I wouldn't... Friends, not... I guess they're more like our superior in the lay seekers.
Oh. I see.
Pretty friendly from my eyes. Yeah, we just have to have a little check-in, make sure that they know that we solved the problem and all that.
Well, Saint, I will be there for you, no matter what this person, who they are, or what they want with you. I will be there to protect you.
Oh, why, thank you. I really appreciate it.
How gallant.
Thank you.
Maybe we can all just kind of stick together to make sure nothing weird's going on.
That would be best.
You know, considering I am also wanted, I feel like that would be very helpful and I would feel a lot better. Yeah, so I would love if you guys came along too.
I don't think I've ever been the reputable one. It's a nice change.
And that is where we'll end our session for tonight.
Woo!
Been building up a wall, laying mortar onto brick. Been building up a wall, 'cause you just make me sick. When that wall's between you and me, that's the way it should always be. And I've been filling up the sea, mixing water in with salt. I've been filling up the sea, 'cause this was all your fault. When we stand on separate shores, I'll simmer just a little more. Always fighting over something these days, crying over nothing either way. You've been building up a railroad, laying rails and stakes and wood. You've been building up a railroad, like it'll do you any good. When that train is on the tracks, we can put all this at our back.